What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at I am underscore Tremel. That's I am underscore TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.
Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, so let's get into it, you guys. What's good, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And we're here to talk about a couple of things. But before we get into today's mess and gossip and everything under the sun, let's talk about what we got coming up, okay? Now, first of all, the next video that you guys will see from me is this right here, and that is the live show, the Whether You Like It or Not panel, where we will be discussing Bill Collective, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, as well as the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 7 trailer. Yes, indeed, we will be discussing that tonight, okay, at 9:15 Eastern Time, 8:15 Central Time. Right here on Scotty by Nature TV, you will be seeing T, Sakina, JoJo, Really B, Ya, and myself right here on Scotty by Nature TV. I will be waiting to see you guys tonight at 9:15 Eastern. Also on Friday night, Boys Night Out returns, okay? We'll be back for our third episode Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Jamal will not be in attendance, but he still will have a part in the show, okay? So be on the lookout for me, T, Maddie, and Josiah for Friday's episode, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Also, tune in next week, next Wednesday, for Roast and Review. Myself, T, and Josiah will be returning so we can cover the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. Okay, we will be back to do that. And child, I know that we got a lot to discuss when it comes down to that, and I cannot wait to discuss it. In so many ways, I can wait because they give me a whole lot of drama when I review this show, but then at the same time, I can't wait because it's all about the numbers, honestly. I ain't even gonna lie, it's all about the numbers. So make sure y'all tune into Russell Review, and it will start off right here on my channel. Then the week after that, it goes over to T, and then the next week, it goes over to Josiah, and it rotates right back around, okay? So be on the lookout for all three of those things. Whether you like it or not, tonight, Boys Night Out on Friday, and next Wednesday is Roast and Review. So with that being said, let's get into today's mess, okay? Now we're going to start this thing off on a bit of a somber note, okay? That's what we're going to start this off. And there's a rapper by the name of 600 Breezy, okay? He mourns the death of his girlfriend who reportedly died from SUICIDE. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. But what's crazy about this is this girl is someone that lives, well, that's from the same city as me as well. I know her brother. I know her brother's baby mother. Me and her brother's baby mother are very cool. So we're all from the same small town. I don't know the rapper per se. I don't know 601 Breezy, and I don't really know the girl, but I know the people that know her. That's basically what it is. So this is what he said on his post on Instagram. Baby, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to us? I was coming back home and I promised you that I would. You just gonna leave me forever? You know how many people you that love you, Raven? I would have never left if this was the outcome. I'm effed up for the rest of my life mentally. You just finished me. I'm shaking, I'm crying. I love you so much, Stinky Pie. My woman, my wife, my life. You pushed me away so you can do this. I would have DIED with you, Raven. I did any and everything for you. I'll never be able to love again. At Raven K. Jackson. I'll see you soon, baby. God help me, please. That was the post. Um, I'm not going to stay on this long because we already know what Yes for the Mess gives. Yes for the Mess is all about, gossip, entertainment. But I felt like talking about this particular story because it hits home. Not only does it hit home because she's from my city and she's from where I'm from, and, we know some of the same people, but it goes right back to this mental health thing. People got to realize that mental health is not something that you play with. Mental health is very serious. You have to take your mental health very seriously. I'm very open about me dealing with depression. People judge you for being depressed. People judge you for talking about it. But I'm very transparent about my battle with depression. That's something that I've battled since high school, really. Not even high school, since middle school. I've always battled with depression. It's always been something that sneaks up on me. And for people that have battled with depression, it can be anything. Anything can trigger your depression to come right back up. You never know what it may be, but it could be anything that could trigger you. Anything can trigger you. I had another bout with my depression earlier this year. I did a video about a mental health check. It was a situation that happened with my family that pretty much triggered me and opened me right back up to being depressed and having those thoughts in my head, thoughts of death, thoughts of wanting to take myself out, just all types of things. And I'm always that advocate for mental health, depression, everything. I'm always that person that's always going to open up. And I feel like my duty as a content creator, my duty as a YouTuber, and I you know I stand firm on keeping it a book and keeping it 100 all day, every day. I feel like I have to keep it 100 about all aspects of my life and every single thing that I'm dealing with and every single thing that I'm going through. And I feel like I would be doing my viewers a disservice if I wasn't honest about the things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. So at the end of the day, it's my duty to keep it a bean with you guys and let you know what's really going on. Mental health is something that should be taken seriously. If you see the signs, because a lot of the times I may not say I'm depressed. Sometimes people can see it and pick up on my mannerisms when I'm depressed. If you look at my videos, if I'm extra angry, I'm dealing with something. And me doing these videos about reality shows or whatever you may see, it's a thing where I'm venting and I'm letting my frustrations that I'm dealing with internally come out in the videos. So if you ever see me coming across like real angry, real upset, it's because at this particular moment I'm dealing with depression. So I just want to send my regards to this young lady. um she was like a fitness person. I think she had a boutique or something like that. And what makes it so bad is that she's from my city. And my entire city is, mourning. There's a lot of people that knew her, a lot of people that never would have thought that she was dealing with anything like that. And that's the thing. It's always the people that you least expect that's dealing with some things like that, that's dealing with things mentally, that's dealing with things that's tearing them down internally. You never know. And you should never go by what you see. You gotta go by you gotta check on your strong people. Because a lot of the times people disregard people like myself because I'm a strong person. They think that you can deal with it. And there's a lot of the times where people will tell you that they're here for you, but when it's time for you to open up, they're nowhere to be found, and you have to deal with things on your own. Have different outlets, go seek therapy. There's many ways to deal with your depression. So rest in peace to Miss Raven. I hope you found peace, because even though peace is priceless, it's also expensive as hell. So rest in peace. So we're going to move on to the next thing, and that is Miss Phaedra Parks. Okay. Now, as you guys already know, Apollo showed up on the last two episodes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season right here. And he spoke a tad bit about Phaedra, and apparently Phaedra's people are not happy with the fact that Apollo spoke on her. Now, this is what was said on the neighborhood talk, because it seems like Apollo should have really went away from Phaedra with this. Okay, so this is what was said on Neighborhood Talk. They said, neighbors, it looks like Apollo Nida should have really went away from Phaedra with this. According to page 6, a source from Phaedra Parks' inner circle claims his recent appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta violates their divorce agreement. In case you missed it, Apollo and his Afro sat down with the infamous fashion designer, not infamous fashion designer, y'all gotta be kidding me, Sheree Whitfield, to discuss the pieces that she hasn't released, but ended up discussing his divorce with Phaedra. Apollo says that he felt abandoned by Phaedra and that she left him to rot while not allowing him to see their children. Well, a close source says that that's furthest from the truth. Phaedra paid every one of his legal bills, and because of his guilt, he still went to prison. He will owe her for the rest of his life, the insider said. The last thing Nida should be doing is talking negatively to anyone about her, especially since there is a legal agreement in their divorce decree that neither of them would speak disparagingly about one another. He doesn't seem to be able to follow the rules even now. Now, it's unclear that Miss Phony Feifei will take any legal action against Apollo for this girl chat, but it looks like this is a warning to keep it cute moving forward. Thoughts? Okay, so that was pretty much the article from the Neighborhood Talk, which they cited, page 6 as their source about this particular situation. My thing is, I mean, hey, if there was a clause in order that said if you cannot speak negatively about me in public, you cannot talk about our divorce in public and all this other stuff, then you have to abide by that, honestly. And y'all know I am not Phaedra's biggest fan. I don't like Phaedra. I can't stand Phaedra. There's nothing that she could ever do to make me like her. And y'all know that. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that. But at the same point in time, it's like, Apollo, why would you, like, you back on the Housewives of Atlanta. Why you back? I have no idea. But you're back. And you take out the time for your comeback on the Housewives of Atlanta. They even gave you a damn confessional, bro. And this is what you decide to do. You decide to take out the time that you got to come back on this show and to talk about Phaedra and to drag her, which I didn't care about because y'all know I don't like Phaedra, so I was here for everything that he said. But if she really sat there and paid his legal bills and did all of that extra stuff for him, and he's sitting up here trying to dog her out like she didn't really do anything for him, well, that was messed up to me. Because one thing for certain, I cannot stand for a person to come out and make it seem like I ain't never did nothing for them, never had they back or nothing like that. I can't stand for a person to try me like that when they know damn well I was there for them when they really needed me. So if she was really there when you really needed her, then there's no reason for you to be out here lying. Don't be out here lying because she ain't doing what the fuck you want her to do. She may have not been there in the way you felt like she should have been as your wife, but she paid your legal bills. And at the end of the day, he probably felt like Phaedra left him on the back burner to save her own image, which she probably did. I mean, she's a lawyer, but at the same time, Phaedra knew what she was dealing with when she got with a damn ex-con. So don't be trying to distance yourself from the dude because he took his ass back to jail. He was an ex-con when you laid down on the air mattress with him and fucked and had babies with him. You already knew what it was given when you got with him. So don't be sitting up here trying to distance yourself from the man now because he's doing something that you don't like. You already knew what he was capable of when you got with him, when you sat up here and you was laying up with him doing all this extra shit. You already knew what it was about anyway. So why are you sitting up here trying to play games? That's all I'm saying. Okay, like period. Don't sit up here and try to play folks. Don't sit up here and try to play folks. You know what I'm saying? Like you already knew what it was given. So, but like I said, if Apollo knows that this was in their divorce decree, then he wrong for even speaking up on that lady like that. He wrong for that, and he know he is. So we can move on to the next thing. So we're gonna move on to Miss Candiace and Miss Wendy. Okay, we're gonna move on to them. Now, as you guys know, that the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer came out today, and baby, let me tell y'all, I am so excited for this season of Potomac. They are really about to give us the get down this season. I cannot wait to review this show. I'm gonna block out all you people that want me to be biased and think the way that y'all want me to think. We ain't finna have this. We not finna make everything a lesson. We not finna do any of that. We not finna start with the accusing everybody of being colorist and xenophobic and all of this other stuff. Because when it comes down to this show, a lot of sensitivity comes out, and I'm just not in the mood for this. This season. I'm just not. Now, if there is some colorism, I'm going to call it out. If there is some xenophobia, I'm not going to call it out. But every single thing is not that. So we're not even going to do that this season. We not gonna sit up here and make it sound like somebody don't like Candiace just because she dark skinned. Cause y'all did that shit to me. You know what I mean? So we not gonna do that. My thing about this is we finna get into what Wendy and Candace were talking about. Now, like I said, the trailer came out today and it was red hot, just like the promo picture was. Red fucking hot. I'm very excited. I'm not gonna get into what I think about the trailer because I'm saving it for the panel tonight. So if y'all want my thoughts on this trailer, y'all gonna get it when we get to the panel tonight. However, there was a particular scene that was shown in this trailer where Miss Wendy Osefo was hit in the face with some martinis. Okay, Miss Mia threw a martini in her face. Okay, now this is what was said online. Now, I got this from Neighborhood Talk. Now somebody said they're already saying that Wendy deserved a drink thrown at her. The Laps people run to defend these light-skinned women on this show. RHOP. Miss Wendy said, I vividly remember the outrage when people falsely assumed that I threw a glass. Now we all see the truth and magically the outrage disappears. How convenient. Then Candiace came back and said, I'm also excited to see what paperback acrobatics are used to defend certain deplorable behaviors by certain sectors of the viewership. Oops. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get my pants because I'm trying to do two things at once. I got to get some food after this video and everything, but I didn't have any pants on, so I'm trying to put them on as I do this video. But yeah, child, she says she's ready to see what they gonna do. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm really gonna be real with y'all. I never thought that I never came to the conclusion that Wendy threw a glass at Mia. Speaking for myself, I never came to that conclusion. I don't know why everybody came to that conclusion anyway. I'm guessing because that video came out while they was filming early this year, and I guess people assume because I guess Wendy was standing up or something like that, and then something like that went down, and I guess that's where people got the whole notion that she threw something at Mia and they were ready to go in on her and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much what happened with that. And then remember also last season when it was shown that Candiace had thrown some lettuce at Mia, everybody assumed that it was all Candiace's fault when it was really both of their faults. That was the situation with that. So I'm gonna say this. Wendy does have a point. She do. Because when it was Wendy throwing a glass, y'all want to go in on her. But now that it's Mia throwing a glass, y'all here for it. See, y'all gotta pick your poison. You gotta pick your poison. Either you're gonna be with it or you not gonna be with it. You know what I'm saying? And in my honest opinion, I personally feel like if I was Wendy, I would have slept fire from Mia Thornton's ass. Ain't no way you finna throw any alcoholic beverage in my damn face. You got me fucked up. Once you throw something in my face, it's a done deal. You're not finna throw shit in my fucking face. Period. So if Wendy got up and whooped her ass, she would have been well within her rights to get up and whoop her ass. Now I know that Wendy ain't on that kind of time because she does this, stuff that she be doing, but that deserved the ass whooping. I don't care what nobody say. That deserved the ass whooping. Like, period. That deserved the ass. You're not finna sit up here and play with me. You're not finna sit up here and do that shit with me. Y'all, you even do that with me. No, you're not finna be throwing shit in my face. Like, are you serious? That was completely disrespectful, and it's fucked up that she thought that was cool to do. And then the people that's looking at the trailer, they think that it's cool to do too. Like, oh yeah, she threw that shit up in Wendy's face. She did this, she did that, but that's not right though. That's not right though. Like, it's crazy. That's not right, and it is what it is. That's not even right to do at all. So no, mm-mm. No, I'm with the other people. Wendy should have whooped me ass for that. You don't throwing drinks in somebody's face is the most disrespectful shit in the world. That's why women throw drinks up a men's face when they feel disrespected. Cause no, you don't throw no drinks in nobody's face. But like I said though, it is a bit of biasness when it comes down to that. And I understand why people call colorism when it comes down to that. But all I gotta say is we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. But I don't give a fuck. You throw some shit in my face, you need to get your fucking ass whooped, okay? So we're gonna move on to the last story of the day, and that is Miss Tiffany Haddish, y'all. Ooh, po Tiffany. Po Tiffany. And the reason why I'm saying po Tiffany because like you are completely ruined, girl. Like straight up. Like anybody that was ever rooting for you, they'll probably never root for your ass again. Now, apparently, Miss Tiffany Haddish, after all the reports that have come out about this video that her and big ass Aries Spears decided to do, okay. She has decided to come out and speak on the situation, and this is what she had to say about it. Um, and this comes off the neighborhood talk, of course. She says, I know people have a bunch of questions and I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. And what you should have done was just sit there and eat your food because you have now made matters worse for you. If I was you and I was in this situation, I would have shut what we call the fuck up because there's nothing that you can say to make this better for you. Nothing. So you should have just sat there and shut up because what you speaking on it for? You giving, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. Tiffany, when I know you're only sorry you got caught. Like that's what you giving. That's what you giving. You only sorry because you got caught up in the bullshit. That's the only reason why you sitting up here saying that you wish you never would have done it. You should have known when you first agreed to do the bullshit, you should have known that it wasn't some shit that you would want to be a part of. And then on top of that, you decided to film the shit, and then you think that the shit is cool that you decided to film it. It's just crazy to me how y'all sit up there and y'all do fuck shit. Then when it comes back and resurfaces on you hoes, then y'all want to apologize. It ain't nothing to apologize about. You did what you did, so you got to stand up in it. Period. And everybody been telling me to watch that video. I ain't watching nothing. Y'all ain't finna make me watch it. I don't want to watch that video. Because my flesh crawled just reading the shit that people were saying on Twitter about it and hearing the things that people said about the video. I have no interest in seeing it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I have no interest in seeing this at all. No interest in it. None. I don't want to see it. Don't send it to me. I don't want to see it. I do not want to see nobody doing it to no child. I don't. It's just degrading. It's disgusting. And I'd rather not have nothing to do with it. I really don't want to report on this no more because it's really ridiculous. Just crazy to me. Like anybody that put children through stuff like that, it's just crazy to me. It's bananas to me. I never understand it. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it at all. I don't get it. Like, what made you think that that was okay to do? You feel what I'm saying? What made you think that that was okay to do? Ain't no way in hell you thought that was okay to do. And you thought that you was going to get away with it. An apology ain't going to make this shit go away. You giving out that money is what's going to make it go away, to be honest. So, I ain't really got nothing left to say on this matter. I just had to report on it because I haven't reported on her, speaking out on this situation. But yeah, child, we ain't even finna do this. Like, Tiffany, going on about your business. You could have kept that to yourself. So with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Okay, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, I'll talk to you guys on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, and I'm out of here, y'all. I am signing off. Talk to you guys later. Bye.